Good morning, good afternoon. How are you doing today? Welcome, everyone. So, my name is Joanne Hayward, and I am, for those of you who don't know me, I am an executive communication coach. And if you have ever sat in an interview and felt your English vanish, your mind go blank, or your sentences ramble on into a black hole, you are exactly in the right place. Here's the truth: even the smartest professionals crumble in interviews, not because of English ability, but because interviews are psychologically an abnormal situation. So, today I'm going to show you how to walk into an interview with clarity, calmness, and leadership presence, even if you normally overthink every word. Because we're here live, today is also the final day to grab my confident interview system for only €47. It goes back to 97 at midnight. This is not a sales session, it's a value session. By the end of it, you will walk away with tools you can use immediately. For those of you who are on LinkedIn, please feel free to drop any questions into the chat, and I will get to as many as I possibly can at the end of the presentation. But please feel free to drop them in as you're going along. Okie dokie, let me just go on to the next slide. Why do interviews feel so hard? So let's be brutally honest. So on the screen now, you can see clearly high pressure, unpredictable questions, performing it in a second, third, fourth, or fifth language, sometimes more. I have some highly fluent people in many different languages here. Wanting the job so much, which leads to high adrenaline, which leads to vocabulary disappearing. Adrenaline can lower your vocabulary by 30 to 40%, not just for native speakers, non-native speakers, but for everyone. So if you've ever thought, why do I sound less intelligent in interviews? You are not alone. It's biology. Your job is not to be perfect. I'm going to say that again. Your job during this interview is not to be perfect. It's not to have perfect English. Your job is to stay calm enough for your intelligence and experience and skill set to come through. That's exactly what the confident interview system trains, quickly and simply. So, one way to change the mindset that you enter into the interview with is to remember, although they are interviewing you, you are also interviewing them. You have to go and make sure that this is the right company for you. You have to make sure that you have a lot of aligned thoughts and processes. So you're not going in to beg for a job. If anyone's ever done any negotiations, you will know that begging is not the best way to get anything, to achieve anything. You're going in to assess whether this organization deserves you. When you switch into this evaluation mode, your confidence will rise because you're no longer trying to perform, you're having a professional conversation. Another thing to add is I want you to put yourself during the preparation and during the interview itself into their shoes. What are they looking for? What kind of person would fit for them? This is a really good way of shifting the way you prepare for an interview and the way you actually conduct yourself during the interview. So in addition to this, I want you to ask yourself, even before the event, as well as during, do I like their culture? Do they support women? Do they communicate clearly? A job interview is not a test. Many people fail tests because they get too stressed. It doesn't show that their intelligence does not show through. They fail because they get too stressed, and then their mind blanks out. They don't know the answer to anything. So when you go into an interview, don't think of it as a test. Think of it as a two-way decision. Are you right for them? Are they right for you? Professionals that understand this speak with more authority, more presence, and more calmness. Inside the Confident Interview System, I will give you the exact scripts to do this effortlessly without sounding arrogant. Don't want to sound arrogant. Let me just. I had a client. I'm not going to mention her name because I don't like mentioning clients' names. She came to me ready for a new job. She only came to see me for 3 sessions. We've postponed the next 3 because she already got a job. She came to me and she said, I know I'm good at my job, but in interviews I fall apart. I talk too much or too little. I can't explain my value. She was doubting her skills. Does this sound familiar? So in the first session, we identified her core strengths, not the tasks that she performed, but the outcomes that she created. We then matched those strengths to the job requirements using the skill to outcome framework that's inside the interview system. And then in session 3, we practiced the leadership answer formula also inside the system. So she could present herself clearly, concisely, and confidently. She learned to present the outcomes that she had achieved that would benefit the company and herself. She actually got the job offer during the interview. So I have to say, it's with the right preparation and being the right person for the job, often this can happen in this way. This is what happens when you stop speaking like a language student and start speaking like the expert that you are. So these are the 3 top skills that interviewers notice in the first 10 seconds. I've interviewed hiring managers in 7 industries, and they all say the same thing. They know whether they want you in the first 10 seconds because of clarity, calmness, leadership tone. I don't think I heard perfect grammar there, nor fancy vocabulary, nor 15-minute stories. One of the biggest problems that people have when they go in is they answer that question, tell me about yourself, in a very rambly way. That's normally the first question. And the interview system will actually help you answer that question, particularly in a very concise manner. Rambling will turn the interviewers off. So, clarity shows intelligence. Calmness shows maturity. Leadership tone shows seniority. So these are the 3 skills that are the spine of the confident interview system. And if you master just one of them, your entire interview presence changes. What to say when your mind goes blank. Don't panic. Blank brains need structure. Don't feel the need to fill the blankness with waffle. Please. I'm going to give you, inside the system, there's a whole rescue line. There's a selection of things that you can say. I'm going to give you 2 today. But all you need is to start you off. So someone will ask you an unexpected question for which you're not prepared, and you just need a starting point because you are all experts. And this job is perfect for you. Or is it? So I have 2 examples here. The key point is this little innocent sounding phrase is possibly one of the most important phrases that changes you to a leadership role. The key point is cuts through the waffle. The key point is that an alternative is what I want to highlight is what. So think about the question and then think about what the key point that you want to highlight or the most important thing that will have an impact on the answer. These phrases will pull your brain into clarity because you've already done all the preparation. Now, none of these tips will work if you don't prepare properly. Got to be honest. And the interview system will help you to do that as well, using AI prompts that will help you to go through your CV and go through the job listing and pull everything together. But you have to do the preparation. So once you've done the preparation, the key point is will work an absolute treat because it brings everything back into line. So when you lead with structure, your English returns, your confidence returns, your authority returns. And inside the system, you'll get an entire library of these rescue phrases and the psychological tools to stay steady under pressure. I want to say that those two phrases are a dream when it comes to any question. Any question where your mind goes blank, you could use this, not just in interviews, it works in every situation. The key point is what I want to highlight is just a little bit of an extra tip there. Okay. Questions you should ask them. This is really important. I don't want you to ask any questions where a quick review of the website would have given you the answer. I have in the interview system, I have some really dynamic questions. These are really good ones. I have some extra ones, and I want you to maybe memorize 2 or 3, and then ask, because you don't know what's going to be covered during the interview itself. They may well give you a lot of information. They may not. How is success measured in the first 90 days? This shows strategic thinking. It makes you sound like a leader. You're already thinking, how is my success going to be measured so that I can achieve and improve upon that? What are the team's top priorities now? This shows alignment with the business, shows that you are a strategic thinker, and makes you sound like a leader. So what are the team's top priorities? And what does excellent communication look like in your company? This again shows professionalism and it sets expectations. When you ask these type of questions, you will absolutely be respected for the leader that you are, and you will get some very interesting answers. The answer to that first question is a game changer, because now you know how your success is going to be measured. So when you get the job, if you take the job, you will know exactly what's expected from you in the first 90 days. Time for you to get your feet under the table and get going. So when you ask questions like this, you will stand out immediately, especially as a non-native speaker. Interviewers will think, wow, she's a senior member of staff. She's strategic, she's confident, and that is exactly what you want. So if interviewing in English makes you freeze, ramble, overthink, or shrink, the confident interview system gives you a structure that keeps you calm, phrases that make you sound, that help you to sound like a senior member of staff, tools to speak clearly under pressure, templates for every kind of interview question, and a workbook that helps guide you step by step. Real examples from real clients. So this is an instant access system, self-paced. Use it as many times as you want. Lifetime access, zero overwhelm. You can prepare for each and every interview at the same time with different alternatives, or you can do it one by one. It's designed especially for non-native English speakers. But I've had a lot of people that are native speakers that have found the system incredibly useful as well. So this is the final day. I've let the Black Friday offer continue because this has been so popular and I don't want to cut people off. But today is the day that I'm cutting you off. 47 euros is the final day. Goes back up to 97 at midnight tonight. I've already set it up to go back to 97. So if you want it, if you are ready to nail those interviews, if you know that you're going to want to find a new job at the beginning of January, or you're already looking, or in fact, you know that you're going to want a new job next year, grab this while it's still on offer. You don't want to have to wait another year. If you have any questions, please feel free to jump in. I'm actually going to log quickly onto LinkedIn. I didn't log on because sometimes I start speaking and then the replay will start speaking at the same time. So if there's any questions, please feel free. If you have any questions, feel free to send them to me. The QR code here is for the website for the Confident interview system. So please feel free to use that QR code. I will put the link for the system in the chat in the event. I will also put a book a call. So I have some spaces next week because it's getting to be Christmas, and so I've created some spaces for next week. So if you do want a call with me, you get 20 minutes. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about, and no sales. I'm just there to help. Call it my Christmas gift. So if you would like to take advantage of that, then I will put the book a call in the events as well. I won't be doing another live. I don't plan to do another live this year. My daughter is coming back from Germany. She's been there. She's coming back for a Christmas holiday. And so I plan to spend some time with her. I hope that everyone is going to be having an amazing Christmas. You will, of course, see me around LinkedIn. I just don't think I'll be going live. Maybe I'll change that. But if you have anything I can help you with, then please don't hesitate to reach out. Just drop me a comment. If you are not connected with me, please connect with me. If you are not subscribed to my newsletter, The Confident Communicator, please subscribe to my newsletter. And I publish every Wednesday. That will continue. And I just want to actually thank you all, to all of those of you that consistently support my content, for all of those that register and turn up to my live events, to watch my videos, read my newsletters, like and comment on my posts. I really appreciate every single one of you. I do get a lot of messages of people asking for specific content, and I do try and answer those questions. So please feel free to reach out if you'd like to ask any questions. If you're ready to up level your English, I have something really exciting coming in January. It's really exciting. But please feel free to reach out and just say hello. And yeah, I'm here to help. And it doesn't take long. It just takes intention. Have a wonderful Christmas, and I will see you all